Vacation is almost over with. I fly back out of here in a few hours. I gotta reset my clock when I. Gosh, it's such a pain resetting this thing. Back in LA, I was an hour behind. So, but I think it's what's 11:27 here in North Carolina, and my flight is around 5:20. So we're gonna probably leave out of here at about probably around 1:30, 1 o'clock. So I thought I had done a good job of packing, but I ran out of socks. My father had to let me have to give me a pair of socks. But I discovered a life hack for visiting because I really, man, my suitcase, well, my backpack was just packed, and I think it ended up costing me. And when I went to Atlanta, they ended up charging me like $99 to for my bag, which is just crazy. So I just decided to like leave my dirty clothes here, and and it actually works out because then when I come back to visit, I will have clothes that I can wear. So I want to do the same thing when I go to Florida to visit my mother. I'll bring clothes, and then I'll just leave them, and that way, when I come back, it'll just make it a lot easier. Because right now, what's taking up the most of the weight, well, all of the weight in my backpack is like all my electronics, my laptop. I brought a portable DVD player, which I probably shouldn't have, but it actually ended up helping out. Because my iPad, the iPad, I left the freaking adapter at home for the headphones jack, so I couldn't even really enjoy my iPad when I was on the plane. They charge you to buy these little adapters. Apple, I think, is the only company that does this. They don't have a headphones jack on their stuff, so you have to buy the adapter. And I have one at home. I bought it. I think it was like $15, but in the airport it was like $40. So, and it was I think actually Bluetooth headphones were like around the same price. But I ended up going to Best Buy when I got here. When I got to North Carolina, I went to Best Buy and I bought me some Bluetooth for like $19. And these things, they don't really have. What do I do with them? The bass leaves a lot to be desired. In fact, I don't even know if there is any bass. I tried to turn the bass up. I tell you, man, they say you get what you pay for. What do I do with them? I can't find them now. But I think they were. What do I do with them? So I couldn't find my keys to my house yesterday. Gosh, this jacket has so many holes in it. Okay, these are the Bluetooth headphones I got. And I don't like this case either. I mean, because like this thing comes out, but doesn't like it should just come out in the pictures. It's like coming straight out, but it really does it. So it's kind of awkward to charge it. It's just. But these are JLab Ghost Sport, something like that. It's $19, Bluetooth. And I like the fact that they have the little round thing that goes around your ear. You can see it goes around your ear, which is nice because the other regular Bluetooth earbuds I have, I think they're Skull Candy, and they would always fall out. So these actually go around your ear. And like a lot of the Bluetooth headphones, they have microphone and stuff on them, so you can talk on the phone. I guess if you have it hooked up to your phone. Then I have these I brought because usually the headphones that I like to use the most, like in old school. But I like these types of headphones. They're the best, and they're like real, like basically childproof, indestructible. I gave a pair of these to my one of my ex, like to his daughter, and she can destroy anything, but they still work. So I bought me another pair. Because when I was over there, she was listening to music, and she had the thing blasting, so I just gave her the headphones. But anyway, I like these kinds of headphones, but they tend to squeeze my head sometimes, and sometimes I get headaches from the pressure, I guess. So it's good to have the earbuds or the little wired ones you can just plug in. Because man, I remember I have some really bad memories of being on a plane and just having a headache from those things squeezing my head and not having any aspirin or Tylenol. Because now I know to bring some with me when I travel anywhere. Some Tylenol. I cannot believe that I ran out of socks, and I thought I brought more than enough socks. So I did a little running around yesterday, and I have a friend who I haven't been able to get in touch with since all the fires have been going on in LA. So when I get back to LA, I don't know. My options are probably just to try to maybe call the police or something and have them go and do a wellness check, because this guy has been missing now for over a week, almost 2 weeks now. I think I haven't heard anything from him. Been calling and texting and everything, so I'm just a little concerned because the fires happened, and so a lot of people were displaced. Maybe some people hastily evacuated. Maybe didn't have to, but maybe haven't gone back yet for whatever reason. But there were some people that were evacuated from their homes because they were all in the yellow zone. Thankfully, I live way in the city, like far away from everything. I'm in Koreatown. And the people that lived in Hollywood, some people evacuated. Some had no choice. My company had shut down some of their facilities, and some people didn't work. Some people obviously had to leave because of their homes were, or people they knew, family, friends were in the area, and I don't know anyone who was affected to the point where they lost anything. But I do know people that evacuated, and my company had some departments on standby. Like one facility, they completely closed, and the security that was working there, they ended up working with us, I guess, for a couple of nights because the other building was closed down. I would have thought they would have just had everybody stay home and then just but so there was no maintenance there. I think at least a couple of nights. So I took a few days off to come to North Carolina. Pretty good timing, actually. I needed to get out of LA. LA is getting so crazy now. I love California. It's been my home for like 30 years now. I came here in '93. So I came to California in '93, and it's the longest I've lived anywhere. But I've been thinking a lot about moving. That's something I got time to think about. Start doing more traveling when I get my passport again, because my passport was stolen in 2018. So stuff is getting too close to home when you're actually it's just getting a little crazy in the United States, period. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around Trump becoming president again, and then TikTok was shut down. I mean, the world is just really changing, but crime is really becoming a problem. And people I talk to are like, well, there's really nowhere you can go to get away from it. It's like everywhere. But I know some places, some countries don't have to deal with this mess. I mean, I had somebody came to my job, stole my computer, and so I walked in a 7-Eleven maybe like a year and a half ago, and a guy was getting stabbed, chased around in the store, and he was getting chased around the store and stabbed by a guy with a screwdriver. I have had so many adventures and close calls, and I really think that's one of the reasons why Donald Trump won. I think a lot of people might not necessarily like Donald Trump, but the Republican Party, I don't think they really have anyone else. So of course they're gonna overlook anything crazy that he says or does, because he's gonna, I guess the whole thing is that he's representing, a party that may want to do some things that might have sounded crazy before to a lot of people, but now people are starting to be like, okay, the crime is crazy. Inflation is an issue. People are worried about immigration and stuff. So a lot of these things are like, I guess they're hot points, and then you got a lot of people that might even have immigrants in their family that are voting for Donald Trump. Because a lot of people say that's so crazy when you really think about it. And then you got this controversy over people like Snoop Dogg and Nelly. Some other people are performing at Trump's inauguration. So everything is all crazy. So the world is just getting crazy. I mean, it's not like, I've not trapped in the United States. I have family and friends here, of course. But, don't have to live in the United States. So, we all have options. And I have told some of my family members when I came down here, some people are here and they never really left North Carolina. And it's like you're not a prisoner. There's like no magic force field that's like keeping you here. You can go somewhere. You do have options. I mean, no matter how crazy your situation is, you can just up and leave if you really want to. Because we got, some people have responsibilities and it's harder. But, you got to plan these things. Take trips, see the world, look at, look out for yourself. I mean, at some point you got to like really look out for yourself because you get one life, and you're not a prisoner. You're just not. And, I don't know. I guess it's almost like some people, their brain is just kind of like, maybe it's just the familiarity. They're stuck in this place. So anyway, I got all my snacks, stuff that I shouldn't be eating, of course. I went to this grocery store, convenience store. I bought this. I bought potato chips, and of course, the most important thing of all, gummy bears. I think I have gotten addicted to this company, Albanese. These gummy bears. I had sweet and sour ones, and I ate so when I went to the convenience store yesterday, I found these. They're more expensive than the typical gummy bears. They don't stink like some of the other gummy stuff does, because maybe you don't know, gummy bears are not, well, the process is kind of nasty, but it's candy. They treat it. It tastes really good. But sometimes some of the gummy bears, maybe it's because they're the brand, they just kind of have like that smell. But anyway, I've been wanting to do some writing when I got here. I didn't get a chance to really do any. My dad was running me around. I had to go see my two sisters the other day. And then I've been sleeping, trying to get enough rest. Some people, when they take vacations, they really don't rest because they're just kind of running around and doing things. So I think the next time I'm going to probably spend one day in a hotel just so I can sleep in later and just not, it's just really completely catch. Because I think I might have gotten a little jet lagged coming here. But I had some ideas for stories, and I feel like I got some inspiration for my film project, which I'd started work on last year, and it's just kind of like stalled because I was in a place mentally just kind of trying to deal. Long story short, I got my heart broke. That happened like a year ago, and it really took me a while to just bounce back from it. It's an interesting enough, when I came here the other day, we went to Golden Corral over in Rocky Mountain. There was someone that was really, really, really attractive, and I don't know if I was getting mixed messages. I don't know. I don't really approach people. I'm just kind of shy like that. But this person seemed to keep looking over my direction, and I was with my mother, my stepmother, and my dad, and I don't know. I wasn't really thinking. People don't really approach me, so I don't know. And it's just, you just don't know. I don't know. I don't really get approached like that, so I didn't. I really wish that I'd said something. I don't know. But I don't know, it may be all in my mind. but I could feel, it's like I could feel some kind of connection, and we made eye contact a few times, but I just kind of like politely looked away. So I don't know, but I guess it's nice when you feel, attractive. You know that somebody notices you. Because I don't really in LA. I just pretty much gave up on dating. To be honest, I'm being completely candid. I don't. I kind of feel almost like dating and relationships is that thing that other people do. I just. But I got my heart broke. I fell for someone I actually met at my job, and it just they wasn't feeling the same way, and it took me an entire year to get this person out of my system. And I tell you, man, you took like your own private hell. Having feelings for somebody that doesn't feel the same way. It's you hear all these stories of people can't get over exes or whatever, and man, some people they just have that effect for whatever reason. They just have that power, that mojo or something. And it took me. And then when you haven't connected with anybody for a long time, and you connect with someone, maybe you might feel more connected. So it was difficult for me. So like I think for a whole year, my brain was just kind of in a way, maybe just traumatized in a way. So I just that was a real bad feeling. So I'm just like, you know what, you can just miss me with that. I don't want to go back there no more. So I'm not in a hurry. I mean, I'm human like everyone else, more or less. So sometimes I do think about these things, but it's not really like high on my list of priorities right now. Maybe I'll feel differently. Maybe, the song by Alita Adams, Everything Must Change. She says a wounded heart will heal and mysteries will unfold and all that. I guess in time, a lot of things just kind of, in time, things, you tend to just recover from things. It's like, losing a loved one. Somebody might be like, you need to just get over it and just move on with your life. Maybe you can do that, but some other people, it might take them a little longer to just move past something. And it's just how you're made, mentally. So it took me a minute. I'm using my wonderful white, well, more tannish white Chromebook. This Asus Chromebook I got. I use this for usually when I do these types of videos because it, it kind of blurs out the background and there's really good quality. I bought this thing like 2 years ago when the Chromebook Pluses came out. So I've been looking at this Acer. I think it's an Acer. It's a white laptop. I mean, it's beautiful, but the price is just kind of like, I don't know. I really like the way it looks though. Even though it only has 16 gigs of RAM, and I swore basically that I was not going to get nothing with like less than 24 or 32 gigs of RAM in it because I'm tired of having stuff. Like I got this Lenovo Legion Go here, and then I got the MSI Claw. I got the Steam Deck. And a lot of these things are not really optimized very well to play some of the higher end games, even the Xbox and PlayStation. And don't get me started on the Switch. I mean, I'm not even really all that excited about Switch 2. I mean, I kind of am, but we'll see what games they have. My backlog is just so crazy right now. So if I do happen to get a Switch 2, that will probably be like my only console. I'm just going to probably be primarily just sticking with PC gaming going forward, just because of the versatility of it all. I mean, you got all these things, and you got Game Pass, you got Steam, Epic. They give away free games. You don't have to pay for online. So I may just next gen, I may just be skipping out on Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, I guess with Game Pass and some of the Sony PlayStation games coming to PC, but Nintendo will still always have the Mario Karts and certain types of games. I mean, I love the Mario Kart games. I will always play those games, and the Super Mario Brothers games are timeless. Zelda. I like Zelda. I never finished any of the games, but I like Zelda. I like Metroid. I think I finished the very first Metroid on the regular Nintendo. I think I remember cheating. There's a cheat code where you could go to the end and fight the boss, and I think that was one of the first games that I ever actually completed on the Nintendo. I remember Bionic Commando being one also. So yeah, I'm gonna get me something that can actually handle any games that I play on it without problems. But I need to I think a really good PC. I'm not gonna worry about trying to build a desktop because I don't have the space. But a nice laptop that can handle anything would be great. So I'm gonna go and eat breakfast now before I start. My body starts dissolving itself. I haven't eaten anything except for a few gummy bears earlier this morning and an allergy pill. But I got to eat something. I packed last night, so I don't have to worry about that. Thank God. And I'm, like I said before, I'm leaving like most of the clothes I brought with me, because I noticed how much weight it was, the bag of my dirty clothes, and how lighter my backpack feels. And I just feel like they charge $99 now. This is crazy. Almost like I just should have just got a suitcase and just put my clothes in it and just checked it in. At that point, it's like but I guess I need to make sure the next time I pack, I try to stick to the rule that I was trying to have for myself: one laptop, one game console, and a tablet. I brought my portable DVD player with me, portable Blu-ray DVD player with me, and I bought my Switch along with my Lenovo, because I think sometimes it's good to have extra. Because sometimes the Lenovo Legion Go, sometimes the Windows things, they trip. I've never had any issues with my Nintendo Switch, other than the battery life sometimes being wonky. And I almost never bring the battery. I have a battery for that, which I never bring it with me. I ended up buying a battery for my Lenovo Legion Go. But as far as my handhelds go, I gotta say, even though the Switch is underpowered, has been the most dependable. So I bought this battery. I think this thing was like maybe $30 or something. So this would, if the Lenovo Legion Go or your MSI Claw or your Asus ROG Ally gives you an hour and a half of power if the gods are kind. Maybe an hour is more. This will definitely extend this. This would give you like maybe another hour and a half of power at least. It just depends. It takes forever to charge. It's got little lights on it, so you can. But it's real convenient. It's heavy though. It's got some weight to it. It may actually weigh more than the Lenovo Legion Go. I mean, it weighs pretty close to the same weight, which is incredible. But yeah, you might be able to get another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours out of this thing, but you might have to turn your settings down on your device. I haven't tried using this with the Switch before because I'm scared it might explode, but I mean, it probably works. I do have a battery for my Switch, but I never bring it because to use it, I have to unclip the skin that I have on the Switch, and that's it's not exactly a walk in the park to do, and then you got to put it back on. I brought a controller with me to use on my Switch, but the damn thing, I don't know what the hell's going on. The thing, it just won't really work right. I don't know. That I walked out of frame for a second, but this is my and it lights up when it does, usually when I don't want it to. If I even look at it hard enough, it lights up, and see it lighting up in my case, my bag when I move it around. It's supposed to work with the Switch. It's wireless. When I'm home and I plug it in through this dock, it works fine. But now for some reason when I try to pair it with the Switch, I can press home, it goes to the home screen. I can move the cursor around on the screen, but when I go to actually play a game, the character doesn't move. I can't move the character. All I can do is pause and go to home. So I know what's up with all that. So, yeah, whoever made these controllers, y'all need to do better. So I didn't even bring. I brought my dock for my Switch. I didn't bring it for the Lenovo. I guess I could probably use it on it. But my dad has this TV. It's one of the older TVs, and you need an adapter because it's got these it's got the yellow and the red and the white plugs in it. This is my sister's room. My sister passed a few years ago. But this is like, this TV is fine. It's not a flat screen TV. It's just one of the big what do you call them, box type TVs, but it works fine. So next time I come to visit, I meant to go to Best Buy actually, or Target, to get an adapter, because they have these adapters that you can use the HDMI on the older TVs. Since Obama became president and they changed all of the signals on the TV, you can't just turn the TV on and put an antenna on it no more. Now you got to buy the box, then you put the antenna on it. So basically the TVs, the older TVs, they're just like a nothing sandwich. Excuse me, if you don't have you don't have like the box. And I know Obama gave a voucher to every household. You got 2 vouchers, and you could that would be like $35, $40 off of the adapters, which were like, I think they were like $70. And this is when Radio Shack was a thing, because I remember Radio Shack was where I bought mine. I still have it. It still works. You just plug it in, and then you plug the antenna in, and you get all these free channels. And most of the channels are just kind of like, ugh. But they do have some channels with good stuff. A lot of old shows. Like I was watching Wonder Woman the other day, like the old Wonder Woman TV show. The Jetsons, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry cartoons, old Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner. But it's just crazy now. When I was a kid, you could watch cartoons on Saturday mornings. Now you turn TV on and there's like no cartoons anywhere. I mean, everything is either like on cable or on apps. It's just kind of crazy to me. But it's nice to watch those old channels. And the one I think I use, the one that has a lot of the older stuff, I think it's Me. I think it's called Me. They have like a lot of older programs and TV shows. The local channels, they tend to work. But some of the channels that I used to get, they don't really work anymore. Like I can't get KTLA anymore on my TV. That's something you have to pay for now, and it's kind of crazy because KTLA is a local channel. I used to come home from work every morning and I would watch the news. But now if I want to watch the news, I got to go to Fox or NBC. I don't know if I can get CBS on my TV anymore. Because like I said, now they want to make you pay for every damn thing. So I have so many apps, I can't even keep up. But I'm telling you, sometime this year, I'm probably just going to get rid of everything except Netflix. I don't know. I might keep Amazon because it's such a good deal. You get the music, the movies, TV shows, the delivery. You can read books for free and stuff. So Amazon's a good deal. Before it was just Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. Then I had a Disney Plus with the package for Hulu, but now that's gotten all kind of confusing because they have these package deals, but then you got to go to sign into my Disney. It's just so confusing now, and I don't know. I feel like I may even be getting paid twice for how they have everything set up. And you got all these passwords. I got Crunchyroll. I have HBO, and Max now. So I don't think I need all that stuff. So I think Netflix is good to keep, especially my mother would probably go off on me if I got rid of Netflix. And Amazon is good for the value, and I'll probably keep Hulu because I can get some of the Disney Plus stuff. But I don't think I need, because Hulu and Disney Plus are like, Disney owns part of Hulu, so some of the content from Disney Plus ends up on Hulu. But I don't think I really need Disney Plus and Max and Crunchyroll. All this stuff is just so overwhelming. And I may even have other stuff that I'm paying for. I think I have Google Play. And, so I'm just going to cut back. I got to cut back on my spendings. Otherwise, I'm not going to produce my films and my animated projects and my comic books and stuff if I'm be broke. So, yeah, you got to make sacrifices in life, man. Sometimes you got to give up things to get what you want. So I'm going to go and eat some of this leftover catfish that I got from this restaurant that I went to yesterday, Captain D's Seafood Kitchen. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to chill for a minute, and then I'm gonna be leaving out of here. Probably, and it's about 12 o'clock now, so I guess I got an hour and a half to make sure I got everything packed. I gotta go make sure I get my toothbrush out of the bathroom before I forget that, and then I'll be on my way back to LA. I get back to LA around midnight sometime, which I hate getting back there that late because trying to get a ride back it tends to be more expensive. Unless I walk over to a nearby hotel because they have a spot where you catch your ride from LAX. We get all the Ubers and Lyfts. They don't let them come to the airport no more. And yeah, so that's the thing. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. But I just wanted to just do a quick video, which turned into a 30-minute video somehow. Me using my platform, Nerds with Badges, basically, which is what I call this podcast, where I talk about supposed to be video games and nerd culture stuff, but sometimes real life it gets thrown in there sometimes too, because things happen, life happens. So we got the fires in LA, we got Donald Trump being president, TikTok was going yesterday. Well, it was going for like maybe a few hours, because I think I logged in even when you weren't supposed to be able to log in. The Switch 2 was announced finally. I'm happy. I don't know, I was expecting RGB lights on it. I don't know. RGB lights is not really necessary. They got the orange, I guess, orange and blue color scheme going on. I don't know what's going on with that. It's nice they have magnets now. There's a lot of stuff coming out. There's gonna be a lot of game consoles coming out from companies this year. But I'm not getting another handheld. If I do get the Switch 2, it will probably be maybe sometime next year. I'm not in a hurry, but it's good that they have it. They finally announced it because people can just stop speculating and lying on the internet. I miss being able to play Vampire the Masquerade and Marvel Rivals. It's like my dad's internet is just so bad, and it literally took like 15 minutes for me to upload a video of 30-second video of me playing Mario Kart on Facebook. So yeah, I was trying to play Marvel Rivals, and there was an update. I'm like, what? An update was huge. So maybe when I get to the airport, I can install and play. But I haven't been able to play any games online here. And I was getting ready to play Mario Kart, and there was an update. So like, oh my god. So I didn't have room on my Switch. It's always something. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. I'm gonna get ready to go and get something to eat, and I'll be back later.